You'll see lots of labels.
Strategizing on where everything goes.
This is our little baby station. Anti-itch cream, Neosporin, Band-Aids. Their Legos, their journal, things to color with, and they know exactly where they are. So we shouldn't ever lose shoes.
We've even got some spare room.
Hid my tomatoes from you.
Wood in here for fires, for camping. And then inside this one, what do I have? Oh,
there's a really inventive thing that my husband did.
Recharge it as well with solar panels in case we lose our generator, which happens.
7 people share one bathroom. We're so excited to show you our RV. We have worked so hard on it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have gone into creating this and remodeling it.
So, join us. Let's go in. So, first of all, these stairs and this step cover. So there it comes. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Covers our things so we have more room and stuff. And there you go. So yeah, when we put that flooring in, I had to do a bunch of adjustments and cutting to actually get it to work.
Yay! Okay, we're gonna start right here. I'm just gonna take you all the way through. So right here we have a fan that saved our life, because there are lots of days where we don't want to run the AC, whether it's because we're not connected to power, we don't want to run it, or it's just not that hot, we don't have to run it, but it's still really nice to have a fan. And so this is really small and sleek and has a big powerful blow. So these windows we redid, and we just covered them up, glued and staple gun.
If you watch the remodel video, you can see more details on that.
Yes, we go into details of what it looked like before and how we put everything together in that remodel video right before this one. So be sure to check that one out. Up here we keep noodles, peanuts, sports drinks, and our canned soup. And then right here, this is our little baby station. We have diapers, wipes. In the back we've got Desitin and powder, and then Ziploc bags. Lots and lots of Ziploc bags. The Ziploc bags actually go all the way up to here. So we use lots of Ziploc bags, little ones, big ones, for snacks for the kids, things like that. And then this is a really awesome space. So we actually take this dinette, put it down as a bed, and our son Benson, who's 10 years old, uses this for his bed. And I want to show you what's underneath here. It has some awesome storage space.
Holly redid all the fabric on those because she did not like
I did not like it. So down here we have a bin like this for every kid. Every child has a bin that they got to put whatever they wanted to in the bin. It's their bin. They have access to it while we're driving. Even when the slides are in, they can just pull this up and get their bin, and they have like their Legos, their journal, things to color with, activities to help them along the road. So this one is actually Ezra and Simon's one. That just goes like that. And then we can eat. Okay, moving over here. This is an interesting space because there was actually a lot of space here, but it's not accessible while we're driving. So we had to really think about using this as kind of long-term storage a little bit more, and not things that we have to have while we're driving. So right here we've got our diapers and wipes and sanitized wipes and napkins and stuff. And so if that gets empty, then this is like the storage. We refill that area. And this is kind of pantry stuff. one thing that I realized is we like to have juice. You know, my kids like apple juice, orange juice, grape juice. And whenever you have a big thing of juice and open it, then it has to be refrigerated until it's done. And there's not a ton of room in the little fridge we have. And so I've been getting these organic juices, and then that way, like right before, a couple hours before a meal, I can just grab a couple, put them in the fridge, they can get cold, but then I can store them in here, and it helps with storing space. So this is just kind of pantry stuff. We have water, towels. We like these little towels. Adam discovered them, and they're kind of silky and they're super thin, but we use them as bath towels when we go to the beach, when we go and get in the water anytime. So the kids really love them too, and they're not as hard to store, because before I actually had a ton of bath towels in here and it was like overflowing. They were always falling out, and now we actually have more and they fit inside. So that's exciting. And then up here we still have this DVD player that came with our RV. So the DVD player goes to that TV. You'll see lots of labels, and the main reason for the labels is to help the kids find stuff. And sometimes my husband as well. Because I will tell them so many times where the aloe vera is, or where the sunscreen is, or where their hair stuff is, or the batteries, bug spray, office supplies. And this drawer has kind of become the junk drawer as well, because we didn't have that many batteries, so we filled it up with other tools and things like that. But these are just some things where if I don't have them labeled, the kids will ask me like 7 times a day, wait, where's the hairbrush? Wait, where's the sunscreen? Where's the aloe vera? You know, things like that. So there's that. So we really tried hard to make good use of this storage space. We also have these 2 little drawers, and there's not much in them right now because the kids have been using them, but these are the kids' drawers, and they usually keep supplies in there for them, like their little iPads and headphones. And then here we've got, for some reason, we are just needing permanent markers and we can't ever find them, so we put them right here so everyone knows where they are. And then books to help us with national parks, right? We got some fun national park books, right? So, and I'm reading a novel to the kids, and that goes there too. So, just some fun extra stuff. Now I'll show you my pantry. I was really wondering what to put in these little spots, but I think they were made for spices because my spices fit really well right there. Then up at the very top, we have quite a few mixes and things that we cook with and bake with and season and stuff like that.
And then another row behind that you can't quite see.
The other row is like hot chocolate mix, panko, gluten-free panko. We've got a bunch of stuff up there to help with storing pantry items, because this is our official pantry, and as you can see, there's not a lot of room. This is the only place where we can actually put the grill because it's super long. And usually cereals are the ones that you see because I want the kids to be able to wake up and get cereal on their own. They can just be independent and get the cereal, and they don't need mommy and daddy's help because it's right there in front of them. So, and the fridge and freezer, it's small. It's small. But one thing that we try to do is keep all of the stuff not touching the back wall of the freezer, and that's supposed to help it circulate the coldness. And then we've got our fridge. And that's what you see is what you get. That's what we've got. And this is a convection microwave oven. I have yet to use it in the convection setting. That will be exciting once I get bold enough and brave enough to do that. Down here, we've got our towels, electric mixer, and then we got some more towels. And this thing's kind of fun. I'll show you what we've got in here. So everyone has their own color of utensils. And there's a little thing, and so after they use it, they can just wash it, dry it, and put it back in, and that's their responsibility. And down here, the last one, we've got cooking stuff. So that's important. And up here, this is usually baking stuff. Got lots of cans, we got spices, salt and pepper shaker right there in the front so the kids can get it. And we take apple cider really seriously in our family, so we have quite a bit over there. And this canned stuff, and this right here is actually Ezra's snacks. So Ezra is our son who has autism, and he can be picky about what he eats, and you know, we have him on a pretty strict diet, so he has a lot of organic things and things that don't have very much sugar, or you know, not a lot of. I could go on and on about his diet. Maybe we should do a whole other movie about that. But anyway, this is his little spot, so if the kids are watching Ezra and they're like, he's hungry, he needs a little snack, they can just grab this and they know where Ezra's snacks are. So we've got our sink and our stove, and right here is one of my favorite drawers. It's just a nice kitchen drawer. Keep a bunch of things in. These are kind of fun. These are fun because they go like this. And they're easier to store. So, we got those. So, this is a double sink, which I love. And it just comes out here. And look, I hid my tomatoes from you. But it's not too big, but for a camper, for an RV, it's really good size. So we've got a double sink there. I'll put the little tomatoes right here. And right here, we've got our stovetop. Our stovetop has 3 burners and a couple Cheerios, too. On here, this right here, obviously,
got our kid protectors.
we have the little kid protector things.
And Simon likes to mess with that.
Yes, he does. He likes to turn on the thing. So it's super convenient.
Cover up for more counter space.
Yes. Gotta have the counter space. It's very important.
Backsplash we did as well. That was a big project. That
was a huge project. Yeah, this wasn't here before, so we put the backsplash on. Well, Adam put the backsplash on. I helped measure and put on these little ones, but of course Adam used his tile saw to cut everything. And then down here under the sink, mainly plates and forks and sippy cups for the kids and cups. Over here, we have some more labeled pantry items. If you're excited about that, as I am, got our snacks, which is mainly like raisins and fruit snacks and granola bars. Got our oatmeal for breakfast, s'mores, and this used to be sauces, but it's turning into the candy section. I might have to relabel that. Who knows? And over here, we've got our mac and cheese, vitamins, medicine, Jell-O, and then behind this wood paneling, we do have some cookies. And yes, they are behind the wood paneling on purpose, so the little eyes don't see them every day. And right here, we've got a couch that was really difficult to reupholster. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I'm a professional at it. It was actually my first one. But because it turns into a bed, there were all these, like, screws and metal things connected to the cushions. I'm like, wow, this is not a normal cushion. But we had a lot of fun, and I had my husband's help. I was getting stressed out, actually, while we were redoing this, and it's in the renovation video, and I'm like, I'm just gonna duct tape this together. And thankfully, my husband came in and helped me, and he's like, let's just use screws. And so he used his drill, and we screwed things together to make it work. So, but I love how it turned out. It's super pretty and lightens up the space a lot.
Underneath, it's also where we store bedding. So that bed, that actually turns into a bed, and that's where Marie sleeps at night. And then we didn't mention, but this couch over here is where this also turns into a full, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a full-size bed.
Full-size bed, and that's where Mark sleeps. So we've got Mark in there. We've got Benson in there. We've got Marie in here.
Marie on here, yeah.
And then Ezra has a little pop-up tent that actually goes right where Holly's standing, right there. We should probably do another video showing just our nightly routine, do a time lapse. And then Simon is actually right there in his pack and play. Some other cool stuff as far as renovations goes that we did do. So we did do a new stereo there. So we have join the 21st century with AirPlay and everything that we can run our directions through there. I brought it over and hooked up a little mic there so we can talk over the phone and have hands-free setup. So excited about that. So we actually have quite a bit of storage space up here.
And up here, it is a little deceiving because it looks like, oh, that's a huge cabinet.
Door, but
it's only half the size.
Top bar,
but we have our rain ponchos up there. It's just kind of emergency things. And this is where we keep these, which we will need.
We use a lot.
Yep, we use our gloves a lot as we're always fixing things and
greasy and dirty.
Yep, that is an important item.
Fill up our water tanks.
Yep, you gotta have a good clean hose to put your clean water in. And then up here we have...
That whole big thing is our owner's manual. It's gigantic.
It's full. Back when everything was paper. Everything, right?
Jet boil up there.
Yep. Good for camping and hiking. Want to heat up stuff fast. And up here we have our vacuum, which we discovered as soon as we moved in that we needed one.
Yep. Needed the vacuum. Sleeping was not enough.
No, it didn't do a good enough job. There's our little TV. And then up here we've got
binoculars.
Our cool binoculars and our fans. And these are cool fans because they have water in them and they mist and they're just battery powered. But we've discovered, they go through the battery super fast.
Very quickly.
Very fast. So we've got those up there. Alright, head back with me and we'll go to the bathroom and the master bed. And we have a couple quotes around. I love words. I'm a writer. I'm always writing a book, if not more than one at the same time. And I will finish one day. I will. But I love words. I think that we should just fill our home and living space with inspirational words to remind us of what's important. So that's why you see quotes everywhere, because I'm kind of a fanatic with words. And this is one of my favorite quotes, because when you start looking at it, you're like in a world where you can be anything, and you anticipate that you're going to say some amazing, I don't know, employment or something. And then you say, be kind. And if everyone just did that, imagine what the world would be like. So I think that's a good sign. A good quote. And right here, we rise by lifting others. I really want my kids to think about others. I don't want them to have this entitlement. I don't want them to be entitled. I don't want them to feel like everyone else is to blame and everyone owes them anything. I want them to be out searching for others to lift up, because that's how we find ourselves. So those are our little quotes. I'm walking backwards. Hopefully I know where I'm going. Alright, now I get to show you how 7 people share one bathroom. Come on in. The floor has been redone, and Adam did an amazing job with that trim as well. And this, if you notice, it's a little different than it was before compared to our remodel video. Adam put a brand new one in, and I was like, let's just make it easy and put a big mirror. And Adam's insisting, no, let's have one with cabinet space because it'll give us more space to put things. And he was right. So we have a lot more space here to just put things, and it's nice to have the extra space. If you can fit a cabinet with storage space, I definitely recommend it because it is very helpful and useful. And make sure you get one with these. Adam actually installed it because this one didn't come with these, but the little magnets, and then that way, even while you're driving, it won't fall and it won't open and everything fall out. You don't want that to happen.
Double magnet too, so it's super tough. You got to make sure you get good ones that aren't chintzy.
Yeah, you got to get good ones.
We did that at first.
And then right here, we've got shower stuff. I like these buckets because then things, if I forget what's back there, I can just take the bucket down. And then right here, we've got another little bucket, little basket, and some washing stuff for laundry. And then this is probably my favorite part of the bathroom because it's cute and there's labels. So I've got anti-itch cream, Neosporin, Band-Aids. And you might think, oh, that's a little tiny space for Band-Aids. This is about 5, maybe 6 boxes of Band-Aids. So if you are wanting to save space, keep in mind that the original packaging of almost everything has a ton of wasted space. So if I actually were to take those 5 boxes of Band-Aids and stuff them in here, it would take way more space. But because I took them all out, I put them in this little tiny thing, and they all fit there perfectly. And then here we've got daddy stuff, we've got kid stuff, we've got my stuff for brushing teeth. And then down here we also have some random stuff and towels, little hand towels, in another basket so that it's easy to get out and know what's in there. So. And I do actually have to mention our garbage can because I really like it. So it's a cute little garbage can that stays here. And it has a little, look at this. This comes out and it's a little brush. It's all together, all in one. And we've got that spray thing. What's that called again?
Bidet.
A bidet. It's actually really useful to help clean the toilet. So it's nice. And then right here we've got our shower. And we put in 3 command hooks. And what's nice is that we can actually keep our towels in there all the time. Use this space for extra storage space if we need it. And while you're taking a shower, those towels don't even get wet. So it's kind of nice to just keep them in there. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of this RV. It was one thing that I didn't think we needed, and then Adam insisted on it. He's like, no, I've talked to people who've been, you know, who've done RV living for a long time, full time with kids, and you need this. This is our washer, and this is our dryer. They work really well. And I know that I've heard a lot of stories of like, oh yeah, the combined ones don't work very well. And so we're kind of worried about that. So we ended up putting this dryer in here. This area was not made for this dryer. It had another shelf on it, and it had like electrical stuff back there. So it was a pain, I'm sure, to put in and stuff. But we're so grateful that we decided to do this because, you know, when you've got kids, they're gonna mess the bed in the middle of the night. They're gonna throw up, and maybe all 7 of you guys will get, what virus did we get? What was it called? Norovirus. All of us got the norovirus in this RV. I was very grateful when all of us got the norovirus that we had this washer and dryer because we needed it. And we did not have time, especially when mommy and daddy were both sick with the norovirus. We did not have time to go to a laundromat. We're so grateful that we had this in here. And then also this little tiny thing. Come over here. You're gonna have to come around here to see. While I was installing this hook in here, I was like kind of having a hard time, but I was like, oh, putting it in there. Finally got it to work. And my husband was watching me, and he's like, what are you going to hang there? And then I hung the little fly swatter there. And I was like, isn't that the best idea ever? Yes, it is. Because I hate flies, and I always want to know where the fly swatter is. So this is the master bedroom. As far as upholstery goes, we switched out these and the bedding, and also the balances over those little windows too. So we replaced that, and we have some storage right here. This one we keep most of our stuff for like our fans and computer stuff for filming and editing. Oh look, there's us, little video. And I spend a lot of time right here in fold-up chair, which there's my fold-up chair. It's my director's chair, and we mainly got it because it was high enough for this to work, because I didn't want to be like editing video like this. But I spend a lot of time right here editing video, and I usually, you know, open this window and get a little air and edit video. But I'm so glad that we ended up taking out this big TV, and we put a light up there, and Adam did a great job with that. His dad helped us with that. He's an electrician, so thank you for that help, Carl. And then we've got Adam's like pajamas and socks, and then my stuff. Mommy needs her own drawer. You need this because this is like the my time drawer. So I have my like essential oils, little diffuser. I have my special chapstick that's expensive that I don't want my kids to use. Hopefully they won't. Now they know this. They're gonna watch this video and see. But I also love to like paint and stuff. Do a little paint my number and study. And this is my drawer where I put all my stuff in it. It's the mommy drawer. It's important to have something like that. And let's go. I'll tell you what's in here. This is actually a really nice bench. And it's storage space too. So we put a bunch of blankets under there.
That's kids' sleeping stuff.
Yep, kids' blankets. And we have all of our clothes. So 7 people, all of our clothes are in this closet. And I'll show you how we do it. Right here, we go from youngest to oldest because it's just simple that way. So we have Simon's clothes and we have Ezra's clothes. And then right here, we've got flashlights. Ezra needs his own drawer. He has lots of stuff for himself. And then Simon's shoes and Marie's shoes, Benson's shoes and Mark's shoes. So they keep their extra shoes in here. And they each have like a pair of water shoes, like sandals, a pair of Sunday shoes. We try to find a church every Sunday. That's been fun. And then also their hiking shoes, of course. And their hiking shoes, they usually wear, we usually just put them underneath the passenger seat up there at the front. But the shoes that they're not wearing, we keep in here, and they know exactly where they are. So we shouldn't ever lose shoes. Hopefully not. Oh, and then we have a little keyboard that goes over here too, so the kids can practice the piano. It's like right here. Okay, down here we've got a drawer for each of the 3 older kids. So we got Benson, Mark, and Marie have their own drawer for their socks and their pajamas. And then down here, Simon and Ezra shared this drawer. And over here, we've got clothes for Marie. You can see it's pink. She has all the pink hangers in case anyone, gets confused about what belongs to Marie. And then Benson and Mark's clothes. They've got extra bedding for the kids. This is where they store their bedding. Because remember, we open up a pack and play and create a tent for their bed stuff. So we store it right here. This is our Sunday stuff, scriptures for Sunday. And we've got some good storage there for linens. And then over here, we have mommy and daddy stuff. And I separated it so you can see this is all daddy stuff. He's actually quite the minimalist. And here's mine. And yes, I'm trying to be minimalist, but that's not too bad. It's not too bad, especially compared to how much I had before this RV trip. And then this is Adam's shoes, mommy's shoes. And this is actually where I keep my Instant Pot. Because it's the only place where it will go. Because there's no place for it in the kitchen pantry area in the front at all. So this is the only place that's actually deep enough where I can put it. Now, there's a really inventive thing that my husband did, and it's under this bed. And it's mainly because our RV was made when not everyone had a cell phone and needed to charge their cell phone at night. So we needed to charge our cell phones, and we both have smart watches, so we need to charge our watches. Oh, and Adam has these things on Velcro, which is very inventive. So he can take off, this is his charger for his watch. So he can take it off and put it back on, and with that Velcro, and it'll stay right there. And then he got his chapstick, things he needs, and that's all.
Fall, and every time we go somewhere, I have to go find it.
Yeah, because that's happened too many times already, and we're like, we're done with that. So Adam, you want to tell us about what's underneath here?
Especially with boondocking, if you don't wind up with electricity, the batteries in this don't last terribly long without having to recharge or start the generator, right? And so having, especially if we're doing computer work, editing videos and stuff like that, we needed another power source. So I actually got another battery under here, which I'll show you. Under here, I've got a battery set up, and this can charge via solar as well. But this battery charges our phones at night. So we've got one going under for Holly, one for me. And then it runs, we've got a cord that runs under here. And so it plugs in there. And so if we are at a place or running the generator, that battery recharges. And then right inside here, I've got another extension cord that comes out from that battery, which will run our computer and everything electronically in the night without having to run our inverter on all of our batteries. So it's set up pretty awesome for boondocking. And then we can plug that in and recharge it as well with solar panels in case we lose our generator, which happens. I've been surprised at how much storage space there is in here. I'll show you around the bottom. There's also tons of storage underneath. It does take more time, a lot more strategizing on where everything goes, but once it's in place, I've been honestly surprised. Like I said, we've even got some spare room, which is cool. So it can be done. So under here, we've got a nice storage space right there. That's actually where we put the kids' 2 high chairs that we put in there, one for Ezra and one for Simon. These are the storage boxes that we use. There's gonna be a cooler right here, space for a cooler. I put some of my tools in there. There is all the stuff for flushing out the sewage and everything. This is an outdoor shower port as well, so we can set up a little outdoor pop-up shower right here that you can use. We have a little more storage space. We've got our fishing poles in here, fishing box, and then on this we've got 2 more big things. I've got wood in here for fires, for camping. And then inside this one, what do I have? Oh, clear full of drinking water. So water bottles, so we'll put these up in the fridge to get them cold as we need them. Propane under here, it's where we fill up our propane. And then last but not least, we've got another spot where I keep tools and oil and stuff like that. So really a lot of storage underneath the rig as well. So you just have to get creative and organized, and you can do it. You'd be surprised what you can live without. So it's been good to just declutter and get down to the bare essentials of what it takes to really live. So we've also got our van that we pull with that, so you can actually get a lot of storage stuff also inside your extra vehicle. We even used to have a thing on top that we had clear full of stuff, but as we've been going, I've been realizing we can get rid of this, we don't need this, we don't need this. So now we don't even have that thing on top anymore. So awesome stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed that tour. Let us know if you want to see anything else. We'll probably do something with a bedtime routine or something of that nature to show you guys.
Tell us if we've missed anything too.
Yeah.
If you're like, wait a minute, they just missed that and I don't know what's in that drawer or whatever. If there's something that you really want to know about our RV that we missed, let us know in the comments.
And we do want to do a huge shout out to Red Pocket Mobile. If you guys are looking for a great, affordable cell phone service, I actually found them a couple years ago.
Yeah, we've been using them for a while, even when we weren't in an RV. We'll
put a link in here. They are sponsoring this episode. The cool thing about Red Pocket is you can use AT&T and Verizon services, especially for, traveling and stuff, having both carriers, no contracts. I mean, it's awesome. So check it out in the links. Let us know if you have any questions, but big shout out to them for sponsoring 7 Ahead. Share this with others who you think might be interested in how 7 people live in such a small space. We're excited to show more as we go along in our journey. Thanks a bunch.
Hope you enjoyed our RV tour.